So let's recap tonight's 2024 ABC debate. It'll probably be the only debate because Trump lost. And because he lost badly, he's not going to want to do another one. I was live tweeting the debate the whole time. And one of the ways that you know that Trump badly lost is just the sheer cope from the right. I mean real copium. Every single right-winger is on Twitter crying about the moderators. Guys, the moderators were so milquetoast. They did a few fact checks on obvious lies he told. Like over-the-top lies. Lying and saying that people were eating cats. Lying about abortion and saying that there's post-birth abortion, which is not a thing, that's called homicide. Like insane, ridiculous lies they fact-checked on. So all of the right wing, because he did so badly, guys, he did really badly. Like this debate was horrible for him. I'm talking just politically. Substance-wise, it was typical Trump. He lied, he lied, he lied, he lied, and he lied some more. Sprinkled in some election denialism and denied that he lost the 2020 election and then lied some more. But like, just from a performance perspective, he did so bad. He looked weak. He wouldn't shake Kamala Harris's hand when he came out and she had to like walk up to him. It was so weird. He wouldn't look at her, which made him look even more weak. You guys remember in 2016 when he debated Hillary Clinton? He was strong looking and kept walking up behind her like a weirdo. But he wouldn't even look at her. He rambled. He got really butthurt a lot. She was throwing some bait at him and he took the bait every single time. For example, he got all butthurt because she brought up how bizarre his rallies are and how people get bored and leave, which they do. And he was very upset about that. And then he just rambled and lied some more. He couldn't answer any of the questions. He was asked about healthcare, which he's been talking about how he was going to have a healthcare plan for the last 10 years. And he was like, I have a concept of a plan. I mean, come on. It's been 10 years. You still couldn't even come up with a little bit of a convincing lie? And then he lied about Obamacare, saying that he saved it. It's he literally tried to destroy it. If it weren't for John McCain voting against it that night, it would have been gone. And I loved the closing message when his closing message was basically, this place is a shithole. Okay? Because God forbid a liberal or a left criticize the United States and they'll be like, you hate it here. You're anti-American. America, love it or leave it. But conservatives will trash America all the time and no one calls them unpatriotic. He's standing there. He's like, this place is a shithole. Okay? It's a disaster. And then you got losers like Ben Shapiro and Megyn Kelly crying all over X, being like, oh my gosh, the moderators, they're so unfair. Again, the moderators were milquetoast as fuck. The reason why Ben Shapiro and Megyn Kelly are crying about the fact that the moderators fact-checked him is because in right-wing media, they just lie. And they're used to there never being any pushback on the lies because in their right-wing bubble, there's never any accountability. They can just lie and Trump can just lie and they don't fact-check it. So these moderators were like, actually, babies aren't really being killed after birth. That's not true. And Megyn Kelly and Ben Shapiro and all the other right-wingers performance-wise, Kamala Harris did very well. And I said to you guys before the debate, I think yesterday, that I was not sure how she was going to do. Because I didn't think she had been really great in previous debates, and she does a lot of word salad. She tends to do well when she's prepped, but not so much when she's off prompter. So I was genuinely surprised that she did really well. She seemed cool, calm, collected, stayed on message, answered all the questions. She didn't seem overly serious, she was kind of laughing at him, which was funny because he is a clown. He is a joke. He should be laughed at. The worst answer, of course, that she gave was when they were asked about the Israel-Palestine conflict, where, of course, Trump and Kamala Harris were in a running gun battle over who could lick the boots of the Israeli regime more. I love Israel more. No, I love Israel more. No, I'll do more for Israel. It was basically this. This kind of just sums up that entire portion. So it was the typical, oh, Israel's right to defend itself. I'll do anything for Israel. And then she repeated the mass essay hoaxes that she keeps repeating over and over again. And it's funny because the right wing keeps crying that she wasn't fact-checked. They're like, Kamala Harris wasn't fact-checked as much. First of all, she wasn't fact-checked as much because she didn't lie nearly as much as Trump did. But when she did lie, they didn't fact-check her on. When she lied about the mass rape hoax that didn't happen on October 7th that there's zero evidence for, they didn't fact-check her on that. But you'll notice no right-winger got upset about that. Yeah, that's the thing. Because you'll see it on the left, too. Like, the left are like, oh, fuck Kamala Harris because of what she said. And don't get me wrong, what she said was, of course, garbage. We knew that her answer was going to be garbage. But I do find it interesting that there's never any smoke for the right. No one on the right called her out for lying about October 7th. What they were mad about was that she called for a two-state solution. Because all the right-wingers and Trump supporters think that the Israeli regime should have everything. They should wipe out Palestine completely. And she's calling for the two-state solution. And they're like, how dare you? Totally absurd. If they were really mad about the fact that she lied, they would have been upset that she lied about October 7th, but they're not. Because, of course, they're all cucks to the Israeli regime. And they think that the Israeli regime should be more brutal to the Palestinians. But either way, they were both garbage on that answer. Am I surprised by that? No. She literally repeated the same bullshit she repeated in the interview with Tim Walz. My favorite part of that, though, was when Trump was like, oh, if Kamala Harris wins, Israel won't exist. Like, don't threaten me with a good time. What, Trump? Are you trying to get me on her side?